Okay, Ryan here with Accelerate Marketing. And today I've got Corey and Cliff from Fast Forward Search on the call with me. And I'm really excited to interview these guys. So anyway, with that, I'll let you guys introduce yourself.
My name is Cliff, and we have a couple of verticals we focus on, like plumbers and pest control, especially bed bug exterminators is our kind of our bread and butter.
My name's Corey Razoo, and everything kind of started with bed bug specialists. Then it expanded out to pest control guys and plumbers, and it's just gone from there.
That's a really unique niche. And it just goes to show you can get really focused. Would you agree that a bed bug guy or any local business, if they're optimizing and really running their LSA and their GBP right, would you agree that they could really just use those two strategies and live off them?
I don't know if bed bug guys could. Maybe plumbers could. The reason why I say that is because there's so much other traffic that people do during the research phase of bed bugs that for a bed bug company, there's also this authoritative figure. So if you show up in a local service ads, you show up in a regular ad, and you show up down below, like in the maps and organically, when people have bed bugs, they just want them gone.
Right.
And, you'll get some people that price shop, but a lot of people are like, I just want them gone. If you can get rid of my problem, great. Right. And so you'll find people that the more authoritative you look, they're willing to basically almost pay anything to get rid of those bed bugs.
Gotcha.
To your point, though, Ryan, I mean, I do think either Google Ads or LSA is a good start. I mean, you have to have a Google business profile because as a pest control or a bed bugs or a plumber, any of our verticals, you have to have the Google business profile and you have to be actively going after reviews.
Yeah.
We really see Google Ads and local service ads as a way that you generate leads right away. When new businesses come to us, they have to have leads next week. They have to have phone calls next week. They're in that first growth stage of their business, and it needs to be soon. I mean, you can't just focus on SEO and expect to get phone calls next week. You should definitely focus on SEO at some point, but if you want phone calls next week, it needs to be some sort of ads, which is going to be predominantly Google Ads or local service ads.
And you asked a good question, Ryan, about the whole, what did clients typically ask us? Like when a client first comes to us, they have this idea of how they think things should work versus how things actually work. So like we actually just had a call this week with a potential new client who only really wanted to do SEO. And we were like, well, we can do that, but the problem is you need leads. Like right now.
Yeah, he was early in his growth stage. He did not have time or money in the bank to wait for months for his first phone calls.
So majority of our clients, when they come on board, we're working with small to medium-sized guys. Very rarely do we get a client that comes on board that just says, all right, I want to do a website, SEO, Google Ads, Google Guaranteed or local service ads. They want to do everything they get. We've had that happen maybe twice in our career. It just doesn't happen very much. So when most of our clients come in, it is, hey, we're starting out with Google Ads, local service ads. We got to generate leads. Because the reality is we got to show that we can help them make money.
Right.
SEO is one of those things that, you feel like you got to talk a lot of fluff to a client. Like to convince somebody, hey, it may take 6 to 9 months to get leads out of your SEO. That's a pretty hard pitch, especially when a lot of your guys live out in the boondocks.
So you guys are saying like 6 to 9 months is about how long you're saying it would take to get the results?
I mean, it depends on the competition. It depends on where you live. Did you put your location where your address is for your Google Business profile wisely? Did you put it in population or did you put it someplace else that's in your house and your house is well away from population? That's a problem. If your house is downtown next to a population, great. We could get that a lot faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, we typically find that most of our guys don't live in a populated area, and where you're located is so important. I think you deal with a lot of attorneys, and most of those guys are probably in pretty good addresses, and most of them probably have office space. I mean, yeah.
Well, funny you say that. I had a PI attorney or a guy that wants to be a PI attorney. He doesn't have an address. And I said, okay, well, find an address. And he's like, I found a place in Queens that was pretty good. And I'm like, well, yeah, Queens is decent, but if you really want to compete, like you guys said, you got to pony up and go right down to Manhattan.
And have you had noticing, dude, it's a lot harder to get a Google business profile approved now than it was that, even 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
The video process is, it's demanding.
Yeah, they want a video. They want you to start out in the front, show the sign out front, and walk in the front door and show the placard down below on the first floor. And then you walk up the stairs. You got to record all the way going up the stairs and going in the door to show the placard outside the door with the guy's name. You got to go in the door, in their suite, and open the door and show the desk with a phone and the business card.
All in 2 minutes. And the file can't be too big.
And clients get mad.
Yeah.
And they're just like, well, hold on. I want to get this location. It's like, dude, it's not like it used to be. Yeah. It's hard to get people to wrap their mind around that.
Yeah. I think that they're going to make it a requirement, actually, that there's an address. And that's where you've got to have that Google Business Profile page to set up the local service ads page to make it easy to get the reviews and have them transferred. Because to get reviews on that LSA page by itself, it's head up.
Which is a huge battle we face with our bedbug guys. Because the end customer doesn't want their neighbors and friends and family to know that they have bed bugs. Most of the time, they'll go in, they'll do something, and there's a good success rate. So we actually have a client right now that his SEO is doing so good, and we haven't ran Google ads in probably like 2 months for him. And his SEO is kicking, and he's got these government contracts, and now he keeps on getting more commercial work. And it's like, that's awesome. Like, that was our ultimate goal. For us as a business, it's not the best strategy because we lose money if they don't spend money on Google ads and they only do SEO. But we do know it's what's best for the client.
What's good for the client is good.
Yeah, That's
what I appreciate about you guys is that you do what's best for the client, which is the way it should be. And if anybody wants to get a hold of you guys, where do they get a hold of you guys at? Where's the best place?
They can go to fastforwardsearch.com or bestbedbugleads.com, and you can book a meeting from us directly from there.
Yeah, if you guys want to get a hold of me, you can always go to accelerateyourmarketing.com, and you can text my team at 619-304-5155. And if you got questions after this is done, guys, like anybody that's watching the replay, definitely post the questions below. All right.
Have a great day, guys.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Bye.